Hi everyone, this is Menz here, playing with Tier 9 Chinese medium tank, the WZ-120, here on Live Oaks. Now, Chinese WZ-120 definitely is not known for its gun depression. You don't see a ton of them being played much anymore. Granted total of 2 in this match. It's usually the most you ever see in a match, even for Tier 10 Chinese mediums, just because the lack of gun depression really is a huge negative for it. It makes it very difficult to play. Like, I'm not heading to the southern portion of the map. I hope our team does fairly well down there. We are lacking a little bit of mediums, so it's gonna put my team at a slight disadvantage there. But I'm hopefully gonna offset that with getting to the town quickly and not letting the enemy push too far into it. But really it just limits where you can go on a map and fight effectively without fighting your tank more so than enemy in most cases. That guy kind of hit the brakes. Whew. Holy crap, I did hit him. That guy, I had no real chance at hitting that guy, honestly, and somehow it happened. A little bit of a concern that my team is not coming into town, but truly, honestly, I thought there was like a 2% chance of me hitting that guy, and somehow it all worked out there. So I ended up spotting this guy, and yeah, unfortunately, just a hair bit off there. Hopefully he doesn't come crashing down into me. Ah, shit. Mr. Conqueror here, and holy crap, he is gonna come crashing down in here. So I'm gonna have to take a slightly different approach here, away from the Conqueror. Thank you very much for trying to destroy more of my cover. This is just a little bit different setup than you usually see on this map. You usually don't see an enemy push like that, and typically you have a few more allies in town with you. Alrighty now. Just barely have a shot there. Granted, it didn't exactly work out for me. I don't have to worry too much about taking fire from my left now, aside from this Type 59, but if he's not using APCR, I'm fairly well off against him, unless he gets a side shot on me. Just keeping an eye on where their tanks are right now. Yeah, he's pulling back, of course. Finally, I have a little bit more armor up here with me, which unfortunately, just as he pulled across there, he's blocking my shot for this guy. There we go. That worked out pretty well for me. But we're not exactly fighting too well as a team right now, which is a pretty big problem. Yeah, that hurt. Oh god, dude, what are you doing? Holy fucking hell. Oh my god. That just ruined my entire plan there. Thanks a lot, Type 4. I'm definitely not gonna help you out anymore. This WZ-120 is kinda... Yep, licking his chops now. I should have just kept pulling back. But in any event, I was trying my best there, but I have no clue what the ST-1 and the Type 4 was doing, but yeah, you don't play a big tank if you don't have very good situational awareness. But in any event, hopefully they do well here. I don't know why the Object 704 is pushing ahead. He could have just sat back there and effectively kind of covered the KB5, but nonetheless he's pushing the fight there. Yeah, that's the problem, Type 4. You didn't see me anywhere near you. But in any event, that T-55A seems like he was firing quite a bit of heat. Not that it's going to help too much on the 704, but you should be able to penetrate him pretty decently. But yeah, our team, we still have a pretty decent chance here. We're ahead by on tanks, but it's not going to turn out well here because we're going to lose pretty much everybody except this T-34 back here at the base. I'm going to pop over to him just to see what he's doing back here. He kind of had the right mentality after we all died, but starting out, it would have been nice to have a little bit more help with him pushing up. But in any event, hopefully we still come out with a win. I could have played things a little bit differently, but at the same time, with that Type 4 up with me, I was expecting him to head a little bit over to my left more and into that vertical road right about here. That way we can stop the Conqueror. That way we can kill the tanks here, keep them pinned down, slowly work our way. But instead we're engaging basically right in the center of the enemy and getting torn apart. But we'll see how the match ends here. They still have a small chance of winning. Especially since they're playing more as a team than we were, at least in the city part. Our south side did a pretty good job though. Excellent. That's a pretty important shot there on that Type 59. But in any event, the WZ-120, I went to the town because it's mainly flat. That first shot was not expected, but nonetheless, that's why I take those shots. It's better to shoot and hit somebody or shoot somebody and miss than to hold your shot and potentially get no damage as far as I'm concerned. I was already spotted, so what the hell. But in any event, I chose that area just because I rather, basically the way I approach low gun depression tanks is where can I go on the map to make a big impact early on in the match, which the town fits that, without having to fight my own tank, which if I head it south, right here doesn't work for me, this side doesn't work for me. The only spot that actually works for me is pushing here and the enemy pushing into me, or me taking shots up here, or wrapping down. But pretty much pushing into an enemy on any hilly terrain is pretty much useless in the WZ-120 unless you're with a group, and that wasn't a slam dunk for me. So I chose the safest route possible in the beginning, and fortunately we came out with a win here. Seems like it's going to pay off. But this tank, it's a decent tank once you get the Top Gun. Otherwise it's just a crappy T-54. But I will say the lack of gun depression makes it extremely difficult to play and very map and team dependent at times. You're still kind of better off unless you are looking for like your 6th or 7th line or something to go down, going off of like a Russian medium tank line instead of the Chinese line. Not that it's bad, it's just the other line is more suitable to most scenarios. But in any event, got a Mastery Badge 3rd class here. Not too shabby. 1600 damage. T-30, fantastic job. And the Conqueror and T-55A definitely tore us a new one up there. I blocked a little bit hard though when, say, T-55 was shooting premium. But, and a Conqueror can punch through your armor easily. Not too much else, but I did make a little bit of profit, so I'll take it. But in any event, thanks for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe here on YouTube. You can also support me on YouTube, upper right hand corner, through fan funding using the Google Wallet, or in the description below with PayPal. Otherwise, feel free to check out my websites, wattguru.com and also menzgaming.com. Thanks again for watching.